Okay, so I want to talk about when to do a sky replacement. This was how this photo looked upon import. I did a lens preset, I did my exterior straightening, some contrast, more straightening. And then I saw this blue up here and I thought I probably have enough. So I cranked the blue saturation up and I dropped the luminance, and all of a sudden that blue came in. I also actually turned this fairly blue. I could probably stand to desaturate that, but it doesn't look that bad. But so this is basically rescuing a blue sky, and that is just barely enough blue to pass for what you would call blue sky. I took a brush stroke over this front and added vibrance, exposure, and saturation. So here we have a pretty good exterior photo. I could probably get rid of that flag. Not really needed. But so this is an example of a blue sky we can save actually, and this one I saved as well. The import looked like that. Basically took the sign out, took a brush over the front, and I dropped my blue. I raised the saturation and I dropped the luminance. And I brightened this tree up a little bit. So here was an instance where I just did not have enough blue. Even cranking the saturation and dropping the luminance, I'm just left with that corner. So I did a full sky replacement. It's a lot better. In fact, I might pump that blue a little more even after the fact. You want a lot of color in your outside. So here we have patches of blue, but it's not quite enough. It does not look like a blue sky day. It looks more like a cloudy day. So instead of raising the saturation and dropping the luminance, I'm going to go the other way, because this blue, this little bit of blue, is actually going to get in my way when I try to replace the sky. I'm going to drop the blue saturation and raise the luminance. Now it's the basic white sky that makes it easier to replace, which I did. I placed it right here. And it looks a lot more cheery. Now this one is closer because we have a bit more blue over here. It could honestly go either way. Start getting a little bit fake if you pump it too much. I actually didn't pump it. I went the other way and replaced it. So I was left with this, which I will pump actually after the fact. And of course we get into this. This is an obvious keeper. There's a lot of blue there, a lot of blue there. So I hope that gives you some idea as to when to keep a sky and when to cut it.